We have built a fully customizable AI social media manager called Iris. We know how many people struggle with social media or finding a decent social media manager or affording one. So we built one using the power of AI that allows you to completely customize your content, show up the way that you want, do so consistently in a fraction of the time and for a fraction of the cost. We've been working on this for a very long time and we're super excited to show it to you here today. So Loic is going to walk us through the product, show you exactly how you can start this from scratch to build a completely custom social media strategy for your brand or business and execute it to get content going out live without a ton of effort. So let's jump right into Iris.
So the first thing you need to do to set up Iris is head over here. And Iris is your AI social media manager. Now, the biggest downfall when using AI is obviously hallucinations and generic outputs. And the way Iris overcomes this is through what we call the Brand Hub in Flick. And the Brand Hub is where you're going to give Iris a load of information about your brand in a very easy way. That's going to help Iris stay informed on exactly how you're speaking so that your captions sound like you, what topics Iris should be posting about, as well as your products and services that you might be selling. So it ensures you really have a specific and non-generic AI outputs. So in this case, I've actually already done this for this brand, but we'll hit regenerate so we can start from scratch. You can either use your Instagram account or your website to do this. In this example, we'll use the Instagram account. So we've connected our Instagram account to Flick. Iris will analyze your Instagram account and pull out the key information. So your business name, your business type, the social type. This is whether you're a personal brand or business profile, a short business bio, and your target audience. This already gives Iris a really good starting point to get more context on your business. And from that point onwards, Iris is also going to ask you a little bit about your brand voice. And you can do this through either providing a writing example, pasting it into here and letting Iris analyze that, or you can use your existing Instagram captions. So over here, I can use my existing Instagram captions for this particular brand. Iris is going to analyze all of those Instagram captions and output a detailed brand voice, which you can see over here, your language, and any special rules to follow when writing. So these will be the different quirks that you might have as a brand when writing. So for this particular brand, we use a lot of emojis to add vibrancy, as an example, and we like using humor as well. So all of this is completely editable. This is just a starting point. So if you want to further refine this, you're more than welcome to.
Amazing. And so for the importance of brand voice, obviously, is to show up consistently across all of your content, right? And I think that's an added bonus of this is that it's going to sound like you and you decide what that sounds like, right?
Absolutely, yeah. It'll be applied consistently throughout your different socials at a click of a button.
Amazing.
Absolutely. All right, so once that's done, you can come in here, hit continue. And over here is where Iris will have pulled through your content themes. So what content themes are essentially, or also known as content pillars, are essentially the top level topics that you might be posting about as a brand. So for this particular brand, just a bit of context, they're a fitness studio and they have classes and as well as sell their own fitness sort of merch. So what Iris has done is analyzed the Instagram account and the website and come up with suggestions for what the content themes could be. We've already pre-selected two over here. And what you can do is also add your own here. So if you click in here, you add a description of a top level topic you want to make sure Iris posts about frequently. You can add this in here. Iris will generate that for you and it will come under the same sort of structure as you see over here. So the content pillar will be a name, a description of the pillar, and then the subtopics part of that pillar. This is really important as it will make sure that your AI assistant, Iris, will not suggest her ideas that aren't relevant to your brand, and will make sure that everything suggested is really on point and on strategy for you.
Amazing.
All right, so the next bit in the Brand Hub is key events. So key events or key dates are essentially really important dates that you want to make sure you post on or you post about. So we split these into three categories: your seasonal holidays, your awareness days, and your public holidays. You can select the sort of location of those. So obviously we have different holidays in the UK than you have in the United States or the rest of the world, and you can select what location you want, and then you can toggle these on. And what Iris will do is analyze all of our seasonal holidays, all of the awareness days, all of the public holidays, and extract the ones that are the most relevant to your brand. So for this particular fitness brand, for example, Iris might extract something like World Fitness Day as being a really important one that shouldn't be missed. What you can also do at this point is add your own key events. So this is really important if you have, for example, a launch coming up, or you want to celebrate someone's birthday within your company, or it could be anything specific to an event or to a key date. You could click in here, add, for example, the company anniversary, select a date, mark it as repeating, give it a short description over here of what that actually is, create the key date. And now, whenever Iris is helping you plan your content for the next period of time, if there is a key date that falls in that period of time, Iris will make sure to factor that into the planning and give you specific ideas for what you could post on that key date.
Sweet.
And finally, last but not least, products and services. So products and services are essentially is where you'll essentially add anything that you sell. So whether that's service or product. And this is really important because it's going to allow Iris to write non-generic content on your services and on your products. So you can see here, we've already added some for this particular brand. But the way you would add a new one is you would simply click products and services, add a link to the web page for that product or service, click import info, and Iris will just import and fill this full form for you. You can then add the product and it would look something like this. So you'll have the name, the description, any additional context. You can also add the price and the payment frequency and any linked imagery if you have any for that product. And Iris will now be able to tap into that additional context that you've provided when helping you come up with ideas on how to promote your products or services, or writing a caption to promote a particular product or service.
Amazing. Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest points that brands or businesses struggle with, is remembering to actually talk about their products and services, which is the whole reason why they're on social in the first place. So this is awesome that just automates that for you.
Absolutely right. There's so much talk about educating on social, and that's really, really helpful and one of the core things you need to be doing. But it's also really important to push your products or services from time to time, because at the end of the day, the social media is there to drive a community, but also to help you increase your bottom line.
100%. I also think that a lot of people think that if they position something to sell, that it's going to hurt them. But if you are selling something great and you know your audience wants it, that can actually build connection that way too. So definitely don't forget to do that, and we'll help you do that with this.
Absolutely. Awesome. So once you've done all that and you've gone through this setup, you can hit finish and create my strategy. And what happens at this point is Iris will analyze everything you've given so far as information about your business, and will build a fully fledged social media strategy for you specific to your account. And it does this through the vast amount of data we've trained Iris with, that is able to look at your account and find similar accounts that have performed well, analyze their strategies, and be able to give you something similar that's going to work well for you. Now, what your strategy is essentially built upon is your posting frequency. So that's how often you'll be posting in a particular week. Your content aims, which is what percentage of your content is going to be informational, promotional, or business related, and business would be sort of community building. Your media distribution, so what percentage are going to be graphics, like a Canva graphic, for example, images or videos, and what percentage of each of your content themes or content pillars you're going to be using. So over here, for example, I'm asking Iris, or Iris is suggesting that my content should be an equal split between these three content themes, but I can come in and change anything here. And that's true of any of these sort of toggles. You can come in here and change how often you want to post every week. You could ask for more or less of a particular content aim, and for business owners or anyone really who doesn't feel that comfortable in front of camera or doesn't have time to edit videos, because that can be really time consuming, you can come in here and also toggle this. So If you don't want to be in front of camera, you can turn off talking to camera or voiceover videos, and that will make sure that Iris will only ever suggest for you to create some B-roll videos or include B-roll videos as part of your strategy, or you can altogether just turn off videos and then rely on graphics and images if that's what you wanted to do.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. So you have full control, but as I said, Iris will give you an initial suggestion. And now where you would dive a little bit deeper into your strategy is your post templates. So we'll just hit save here, and then we'll head to the post templates. So post templates are ways of structuring a post. So if we head back over here, you can see we have 30% of our posts are going to be informational. Now, if we scroll down here, these are informational post templates. And the reason we have so many is there's a wide variety of different ways you could be informational on social media. And each of these is basically a different way for you to be informational. Now, Iris has curated this list based on what works for similar accounts, but you can come in here and make any changes you want. So for example, you might say, I don't want debunking myths, and you could come in here and delete this, and Iris will not suggest any debunking myths structured posts. You can also come in and refine this further. So if you have a particular way you like to structure a type of post, so let's say pros and cons, you could come in here and give Iris an example of how you want pros and cons posts to be structured. And all you need to do, you don't need to paste a template or anything. You can just paste one example caption, which you can take from one of the posts you've written or from another post you've seen online that you really like the structure of. Paste this in, and Iris will learn how to replicate that structure for pros and cons post to any future topic that you might want to write about. And finally, under post templates, you can create your own custom post template. So if you have a very specific way of structuring a type of post, you can come in here and teach it to Iris. So this would be, for example, my template 1. You could give it a short description, whether it's informational, promotional, or business, and then again, give it one example of how you write that particular type of post, create the template, and Iris will be able to replicate that template and apply it to a wide variety of posts or different topics.
So if someone's looking at this and they're thinking, okay, this is a lot of stuff to do. Why is this so important to do this, and what is the value of this moving forward because you did this up front?
Sure. So yeah, it is a little bit of setup to do for sure. I will say you can customize this as much or as little as you want, and it is ready to be used outside the box. But the benefit of really spending a little bit of time customizing this and putting in that a little bit additional information is you're going to go from an output from AI that's sort of 50-60% there to something that's almost always bang on, because you've spent that little bit of extra time in the setup. Iris is going to have a little bit more context in terms of what you're looking for, both from a strategic standpoint over here, as well as from how you want your post to be structured over here. And it just means that going forward, you're going to get pretty much every time what you expected out of your AI assistant. And there is a little bit more setup involved, but that upfront work will mean that you'll be able to get a full month's content calendar in about 5 to 10 minutes, where you're really having to only make slight minor adjustments to every single post.
100%. And when you factor that over the course of months or years, that makes this seem like an incredibly small amount of time for what you're actually getting out of it. So I'm glad that you made that very clear.
For sure. And the other thing is we really encourage people, at the end of every month or every X period of time, analyze what's worked. And this is the easiest way to experiment with your strategy, because all you need to do is see what's worked in your analytics, which you can do in Flick or any other analytics platform. And then you can adjust these splits. If you've seen videos working really well, increase the video split. If you're seeing your promotional posts aren't performing so well, you can reduce their percentage, or come in here and try different post templates. You might see that your pros and cons posts are performing super well, but your quotes aren't. So we can reduce the amount of quotes that are being generated. So this really becomes your playbook to set up your strategy initially and then refine it over time, where you actually have this central location to do it, as opposed to it just staying in your head, where we've heard a lot of social media managers or small business owners doing that, and it becomes really hard to iterate on something that isn't concretely in front of you.
Yeah, nearly impossible. So this makes it very easy to find and track at the same time, which is two of the biggest problems. So that's unreal.
Awesome. So once you're happy with your strategy, we can come out. And now you can actually use that strategy to create some content. So we're going to head to create content calendar. And the first thing Iris is going to ask you is, when do you want to start planning your content for? So over here, I'm going to select the 1st of July, over here like this. And I'm going to say, you know what, I want to plan 2 weeks worth of content. So from the 1st to roughly the 14th of July. And I'm going to hit continue. And what I'm going to do is, well, at this stage, Iris asks us, is there any media, any assets that you have right now that you want to make sure I use within that period of time? So this is optional. You can skip this, and Iris won't use any of the assets, or you can provide as many as you want. So in this case, for this example, I'm going to provide a few assets here. I'm going to provide this one and these, and I think I'll provide 4 assets at the moment. As a reminder, we're setting up a 2-week content calendar, and our strategy is set at 4 posts a week. So we're expecting to receive 8 posts from Iris, and I'm going to provide media for half of those at the moment. So I'm going to do this, and the first thing Iris is going to do is it's going to start by analyzing what is in your media. And Iris does this for 2 reasons. Firstly, Iris needs that understanding to be able to come up with content ideas that make sense for the media you provide. And secondly, if you're uploading graphics like a Canva graphic that has text on it, then Iris needs to analyze that graphic and extract the text from it, so that when you're writing the accompanying caption, it doesn't contradict what's on the visual, and instead builds on it. So Iris is able to analyze the global image as well as extract the text from these. And this also works with video. So it's not just an image input that it works with, it also works with video.
Okay.
What you'll do here at this point is you can hit continue, but if you're looking to promote one of your products, for example, this, you can head into products and you can find what product this is. So this is our 1 liter water bottle. Where, as a reminder, we added this in the Brand Hub when we set up Iris. And I'm going to say that this is actually one of our classes. This is our aerial yoga. And so we've tagged these 2 images with those products, and we're essentially telling Iris, look, when you're using this image, just know that this is an image of our aerial yoga class, and just know that this is an image of our water bottle. And now we're going to hit continue. And this is where everything sort of starts to come together. Iris is going to use all the information from your Brand Hub, all the information from the images or videos you've provided, and of course the strategy that we set up together to create a 2-week content plan with, in this case, 8 posts, because we've set our strategy as 4 posts a week. And those posts, for each of those, will receive an idea, the format for that idea, one of the post templates, and the content aim. So whether it's informational, promotional, or business related. And it's outputted in this table. And what you could see for each idea, for each post, we've got an idea, the format, and the focus. And you can come in here and make any changes you want. So if you're not happy with one of the ideas, you can come in here and type whatever you want. You can change it to be from informational to be promotional. It's completely up to you. What you'll notice is for the ideas where we haven't provided media, Iris, of course, hasn't generated the media at this point. It's just provided you with an idea from scratch that fits into your strategy and that fits into your content pillars or content themes. So just to go through a few, here, for example, it would be show a quick morning stretch routine that busy professionals can do before starting their workday, or here would be a show a carousel of a healthy snack ideas that are perfect for busy professionals on the go. And when we're happy with that, we can hit create posts. And what Iris is doing here is actually finalizing your post as close as it can to completion with its current capabilities. And I'll go through what that means in just a second.
Sweet.
Okay, so for the posts where you've provided imagery, you'll notice this was the idea that was shown at the last stage. Here, it shows whether or not you tagged a product. So in this case, we had tagged the 1 litre water bottle. And now you've got your caption for that post. So this is written in your tone of voice, following your brand voice that we set up. So stay hydrated and power through your workouts with our maroon Hayley 1 litre water bottle. So you can see Hayley is because that was, well, I can't zoom in here, but Hayley was written on the water bottle, so was able to extract that text. You'll see over here again, a slightly different structure to the post, but pizza after workout is, there you go. Again, you sort of see similar structures throughout all of the posts where we provided images, really following our brand voice every time. Now, where we haven't provided images, what Iris has done, because Iris currently can't produce media on your behalf, what Iris will do is give you detailed instructions of what media you should produce to go with the idea. So the idea here, for example, was to show a quick morning stretch routine that busy professionals can do before starting their workday. And it gives you a bullet point instructions on exactly what you should be doing to film that video. And depending on the format, so whether it's a B-roll video or text overlay video or photo carousel, you'll have slightly different instructions to accompany the ideas that are outputted. Once you're happy with that, you can add it to the scheduler. And if I head over to July, which is when we planned this for. So Iris has added our content plan into our content calendar. And what you'll see is for the posts where we provided media, these are now drafts, and we can open these up and make any changes we want here. So we can tweak the captions. We can add them to be posted to another social and customize it on the social level. We can add hashtags through AI, change the tone if we wanted to. Really, there's a wide variety of things you can do at this point. Once you're happy with your post, you can simply hit customize post and schedule, and that will now be scheduled and ready to be posted on your behalf. For the ideas that were returned that don't have media, what you'll notice here is the idea, the instructions that we saw in the previous step, and this additional button here, which is essentially going to help you get a step further to creating that content. So when the suggestion is a video, you will get a full video script that Iris will provide you with, showing you scene by scene what you should actually produce. So over here, you can see you've got your intro, and then you've got each of those stretches that the idea talks about. What should be in the scene, what should the text overlay be, and what the voiceover should be. And you can hit save, and then once you've created that piece of media, all you need to do is hit upload media, upload that actual piece of media. So in this example, I'm just going to use a random piece of media just to illustrate what happens. Once that's uploaded, Iris will write the caption that goes with it. And again, you'll be ready to customize the post for each social and schedule it when ready. So in this case, I need to change that to a reel. And now I can schedule this out. And this is now ready to be scheduled. Now, in cases where it's not a video, like the following and a photo carousel, you will also get detailed instructions. It just won't be a video script. It will be a slide-by-slide breakdown of what should be on each slide, including the copy. So the copy, the body, basically a slide-by-slide breakdown, which you can come in and copy-paste into a Canva document. And again, you can hit save. If I was to upload this, the same thing would happen. You would receive a fully fledged caption ready to go. So the really important thing here to remember is these posts all, as a collective, respect what you've set out in your strategy. So they will respect the split in between the content aims. They will respect the media distribution split, the content theme usage split, and of course, the post template split as well. So all of these things come together into a content plan. And that's why, again, I know we said it before, but it's really important that you're happy with the strategy you set, because that will dictate the type of idea that Iris suggests for you.
So in the cases where you want to create a quick one-off post, Iris can also help you with that. So what you can do is hit add here or create new post. This will come up and you can open up the caption assistant and type in an idea. So let's say top 5 tips for increasing your running speed, for example. And over here, again, what you can do is you could tag your product or service if you had any, and you could customize it a little bit further here. We're going to use our brand voice from the brand info and hit generate. And Iris is going to write your caption, which you can now come and make edits to if you wanted to. What you can also do is use Iris to generate media. So there's 3 ways you can do this. You can either use Iris to quickly find stock imagery by clicking get stock photos, and Iris is going to search our database of stock photos and find relevant ones for you, which you can quickly add into your post. And now we've got a fully fledged post about boosting running speed. Now, if you don't want to use stock imagery, you can generate AI images as well, and this will work in the same way, where if you hit generate images, you will get similar images to the stock ones, but they will be unique to you. And finally, if you want to generate a Canva-like graphic really quickly, what you can do is hit generate graphic, pick out one of these templates. So over here, because we've got a list in our caption, I'm going to head here, I'm going to pick one of these, hit generate graphic. And what Iris will do is it will look at your caption that you've written and apply it to that template and fill the template for you. So we'll give it a few more seconds, but we should receive a fully fledged template, fully fledged graphic that's almost ready to post. And here it is. So boost your running speed with these fundamentals, a quick intro page, the 5 steps over here. And what you can do is customize this. So you can add your own color palettes, change those palettes like so, change the fonts if you want, and decide whether you have your social handle or not here. You can also come in and change any text you want, like so, change the size of it. It is quite customizable. Obviously, not as much as Canva, but benefit here is that you end up with a carousel in about 30 seconds. I can hit save. These are now going to be uploaded to my post once they're finished processing. And so now we have our graphic that's been uploaded to our post. We can preview our post. Happy with it here. And now if I did want to do this, I could customize it on a social media level. So for example, hashtags are important on Instagram. So what I could do is I could add hashtags here and generate it. Iris will again analyze our post, come up with suggestions for what hashtags to use. I might order this by competition score. So I pick hashtags that aren't too competitive. I can select those hashtags, insert them in there, and now I have hashtags on my Instagram post, but not on my Facebook post. And now I'm happy, I can hit schedule, and we've basically created a fully fledged post in about 2 minutes with a caption that's on brand, with a sort of 8-slide carousel, and with hashtags, which obviously was not possible to do beforehand. It would take you at least 20 minutes to do something like this.
Amazing. You can try Iris out right now completely for free using the link in the description box or the pinned comment of this video. We're going to keep adding on to this product, so make sure you subscribe to this channel to see the latest updates, tutorials, and walkthroughs. And if there's any questions that you have or anything you want added to Iris, always let us know in the comments. We constantly keep an eye on those. And if you're looking to grow on Instagram and you want advice directly from the source, we did a video highlighting all of the best advice directly from Instagram in this video right here. So if you want the proven tactics that bring you growth and more reach, check out this video right here.